Entertainment scene. Tonight at 8, David and Doris Day.
Because I just woke up. See, we had a show last night in Detroit, Ghost City. And then we were traveling with our bus, so I just woke up.
So? Looking fine. You look great, by the way.
Thank you. You too.
Well, I try my best. I'm just back from my holidays, so it's going to take me a little while to get completely into gear here.
Don't you think I have a big nose? Like Barbara Streisand? I think that means that I also have like the kind of the same destiny. Because I'm half Jewish, and I believe that my new TV show called Paradise Cafe, as soon as it's finished cut, we send it around the TV stations in the world, and I hope you guys gonna show this one on your station as well.
That was a very quick jump from Barbara Streisand to that television show.
Yeah, because she makes like Broadway and stuff like that and movies. Now I went into producing my own TV show, and I'm presenting acts from Europe, especially from West Berlin and from Germany, like groups nobody knows about yet because they're not big involved in the music industry, but in our movement, like, you know, the movement of the youth, the truth.
Well, this show is a good place for that because we play a lot of music that is considered alternate music by some people, things that are not mainstream commercial. This hour we're going to have music from actually a group called I in the Village, which is a very unusual experimental video that won an award in Chicago a couple of years ago. A guitarist named John Cudini, also a couple of brand new Canadian bands called The End and Chain of Fun, and guitarist Carlos Alomar. Are you familiar with his work, with David Bowie and various people?
Well,
we'll have that.
I'm not so much into David Bowie anymore because we opened for him in Germany, and I hope, like, after 8 years waiting to meet him personally, his management wouldn't let him. I don't like stars like that who you can never meet, who you can never talk to. That's not nice. I like my status. I still can talk to people in the concert halls and backstage afterwards, and I'm in close contact with my fans, and I think David missed this one now.
Well,
he has kind of this Michael Jackson status. I don't like that. Because I like meeting people, and I don't see why it should be so difficult going through big management and then begging, can I please meet David Bowie? I have to talk to him.
We have some fans out here in the lobby who'll probably want to meet you after the show.
Yeah, they will meet me all. I'm different.
We have Lena Lovitch, It's Only You, and also we have the video for Smack Jack, and you're doing some work with Lena Lovitch. You want to tell us about that when we come back?
Okay, yeah, I hope we will come back. I hope they don't throw me out now.
No, we'll be here. It's Only You, Lena Lovitch, and Smack Jack, Nina Hagen on City Limits. It's Nina Hagen, and I know you're doing some work with Lena Lovitch. You want to tell us what you're doing?
Yes, I will. It's called Animal Liberation. It's a big sample album with Howard Jones, Ministry, Shriekback. It has two versions, one for America and one for Europe. And on the European version is also Susie and the Banshees with Skin, and The Smith with a live version of Meat is Murder. And so we're really happy that this thing is going. We just did a press lounge party in London in the Limelight Club, and the response is really very positive. And so we're just finishing a video for Don't Kill the Animals. And of course I sing it tonight, and we educate people about unnecessary experiments on animals and channeling the superior spirits of God instead of, you know, doing the Dr. Caligari monster show, experimental, scientific, old-fashioned side of human behavior. It's all in this song. We criticize this world.
So the Animal Liberation album specifically is about animals that are being tortured for experimental purposes,
yes.
But also, I mean, part of your message is vegetarianism in this,
yeah,
right?
I always say, make your decision, be vegetarian, be anti-vivisection.
I've been a vegetarian for about 16 years.
How
and
does it feel?
It feels great, but I've taken a lot of heat over the years. And I get asked some of the most stupid questions, particularly long ago when it wasn't so well known. It's like, well, how could you possibly wear leather shoes? Or do you get asked absurd things about being a vegetarian?
Yeah, see, I believe there's already so many leather jackets on the market and stuff, so I'm wearing leather jacket. I think the main thing is to consciously decide to do something now. And I also believe if an animal lives a happy life, and then after it's dead, you can use the skin like the American Indians do So we shouldn't be too fanatic, just helpful, because the animals can't speak our language, but we know what's right.
I saw your show a couple of years ago at the concert hall in Toronto where you're performing tonight.
Yeah.
And it was a wonderful show.
Was it?
Oh. Well, I'm a fan. I think everybody out here knows that. So, but at the time you mentioned that you weren't able to incorporate your spaceship into your show.
Oh yeah, that was when we had our big UFO searchlight with lots of light show. It was too big for the little stage, I think. But we had it on tour.
So what are you doing this time around?
This time I'm getting married. It's called the Punk Wedding Rebel Tour. And I'm getting married to my 17-year-old boyfriend, whose name is Iroquois. And he grew up on a Spanish island in the wilderness. He can climb trees, he can play bass, and he has a big, huge Mohican with leopard patterns on his sides, and he's really groovy bass player. And we're getting married because this is a spiritual marriage between the punk rock movement and the New Age movement, which I belong to. See, I'm wearing crystals, and I believe in God and flying saucers. So I belong to the New Age movement, and he's a hardcore punk rock movement. So I believe the masters who are looking like punk rockers on this planet are masters actually from other planets, incarnating here to help us solving our problems and make some action, make the music.
Does he share your beliefs about flying saucers and things?
Oh yeah, he saw one himself too. See, in Ibiza, if the vibrations are good, they show up. Of course, they don't come and want to scare us. They want to come and be our friends and give us some groovy information about different possibilities to run this planet. Like we would not need atomic power stations anymore. They are pledging for electromagnetic and solar energies. I think that's
way. They have come with a message. To know it, you must read the signs, listen for the words, feel the meaning, and watch. It is just the beginning for the end. So we have the end, and their video is called My Paradise, and also a group called Chain of Fun. I'm going to show a copy of their record. They're a new Canadian group, and they are made up of Ben Jeff and Jerome McPeak, who are all the sons of the late Ben McPeak, one of the most respected musicians in this country through the 50s and 60s, and a top jingle writer as well. Their track is called Paisley Girls.
my best girlfriend's son and our 2 dogs, which are growing up like Hulks. Every day they're getting bigger and bigger. It's a mixture between shepherd and another big one, so they're gonna become real big.
So they take
entities.
care of her.
They all take care of Cosma, yeah.
Does she go to a traditional school?
She goes to a Waldorf school, anthroposophical, green future school.
I was going to ask if a traditional education would be appropriate for your daughter.
Yeah, did you hear about Waldorf schools?
No.
They are happening all around the world. They don't censor the children, and they grow up with whatever religion they are in. They get like sponsored in wherever they are good. When a child is not good in mathematics, they feature rather what the child is good in than pushing the child to be good in every little thing. So it's a free modern school. It exists in Europe since 1900.
Ah.
It was founded by somebody who was called Rudolf Steiner, and it's a philosophy behind it, like a New Age philosophy. And free children, they learn to dance, then cooking, knitting. They have fun.
We know about a lot of your plans coming up. We know about your marriage and the animal liberation record you've done, and the television show, which we're hoping we'll see here at some point. What other things have you got going? I heard some talk, I think it was in a Spin article, about opening a nightclub. Were you considering doing that?
That nightclub thing is my Paradise Cafe TV show, and we did this in Berlin the last couple of months, and we have this big circus tent, and that's the nightclub. And we do this now also in Ibiza in Spain. And so we feature bands from Europe, from Spain, from Germany, from London. And this is all part of the TV show. And of course we're recording a new album, also in Spain on this island, Ibiza. They have a groovy recording studio. And so we're working. I have a new bass player. He's from another German band called Nena. Remember 99 Red Balloons? Because Nena is getting a baby. So she gave me her bass player for a while, and I have a new keyboard player and my old speed metal heavy Billy on guitar and my East German drummer. So we make a pretty good band right now.
Well, I'm looking forward to the show tonight. Is there anything you would say to our friends in German, the German-speaking fans in Canada?
Ja, hallo, ihr alten Saftsäcke, kommt besser vorbei, ihr alten Knalleimer, und vergesst nicht, eure Ärsche mitzubewegen. It's something in slang, means you have to come down, guys.
Dankeschön. Nina, thanks for joining us today.
It was my pleasure.
Pleasure to
Love
have you. We've got New York, Nina Hagen, also Electric Salsa from Off, and Hallucination, Carlos Alomar, wrapping up this edition of City Limits.